Hey, everybody, let's talk about Saturn. All right, life lessons, patience, and astrology. What lessons has Saturn taught you all this year? All right, one of the lessons that Saturn taught me this year is that if I want it, I've got to work for it. All right, success doesn't come easy with Saturn, especially. With Saturn, you're going to learn the lessons. All right, you're going to be taught the lessons. You're going to be forced to learn the lessons. Hi, Ingrid. Let's talk about Saturn and life lessons and patience, all right? And why patience is so important, all right? Saturn rules time, all right? Time is so important in the physical world, all right, in our human world, but in the spiritual world, in astrology world, time is irrelevant, all right? Time is, hey, everybody. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Dina. What is everyone's Saturn placement and midheaven placement? My midheaven is in Taurus. My Saturn is in Aquarius. All right. Now, Saturn rules your career and professional destiny. All right. So, what's everyone's Saturn placement in midheaven? Do you guys know? Hey, Bree. By the way, I am doing live psychic tarot readings. All right. So, if you guys want a psychic tarot reading, you guys can hit the super chat or you can donate to my PayPal. I'm going to post the link right now. Lakiva, you don't know your Saturn placement or your midheaven. Well, actually, you can type in your birth date in Google, and one website I like to use, which typically shows up, is thehoroscope.co. And you just scroll to the bottom, and you can look at your birth chart placement, and it shows you what your Saturn and your, not your midheaven, but your Saturn. Ingrid, Scorpio for Saturn, I think. Ooh, Saturn and Scorpio. That means with your career and your professional destiny, it's going to go through some deep transformations. All right? And you may be attracted to Scorpios make good detectives. They make good, both in Sagittarius. Wow, Astro Memo. So you have Saturn in Sagittarius and your midheaven in Sagittarius. So you like freedom when it comes to your career and professional destiny. You may also have multiple careers, multiple jobs you work, but you may really, really be interested in travel because Jupiter rules travel, especially long distance travel. It also rules higher education. So you could be drawn to that as well. All right. Saturn in the first house here. My whole life is a lesson. Yes. Yes. I have Saturn in my fifth house as well. So I have a lot of love lessons to go through. All right. But I also have Saturn in my Uranus, which means with my friendships, I go through a lot of lessons. Neptune, all right, I reflect on those lessons on my own a lot of times. Midheaven in Saturn, the 10th. So my destiny used to be cool, but Saturn whoops me in the ass every time I attempt to. Exactly. Bree, Saturn in Virgo, midheaven in Libra. Wow, okay. So Saturn in Virgo, you like structure. You like routine. Midheaven in Libra, you like a sense of, relationship, of belonging. You may also be drawn to the arts or entertainment. Kind of like my midheaven in Taurus, right? Because Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. So Venus does rule entertainment, the arts, beauty. All right. But what lessons has Saturn taught you guys this year? Because remember, Saturn is always teaching us lessons, especially when it relates to our career and our professional destiny. So I was saying at the beginning of the live that one big lesson Saturn taught me this year was that if I want it when it comes to, I'm Yusuf, if you remember me. Oh, Astro Memo. Okay, Yusuf on my YouTube, on my personal YouTube or my personal Facebook page. One of the lessons that Saturn taught me this year is that, like, if I want success in my career, then I have to work for it. It's not going to come to me. I have to, create structure in my life. I have to create routine in my life. Saturn rules structure and routine, right? Astro Memo. Yes, that's me. Oh, interesting. Are you creating a YouTube channel, Astro Memo? I like that name. Saturn, Aquarius, Midheaven, Virgo. Wow. Okay, so we both have Saturn in Aquarius, which means we may not be so attuned to the 9-to-5 typical job, right? With Saturn in Aquarius. Our professional destiny may be one of a higher calling specifically relating to humanitarianism, right? Because Aquarius does rule humanitarianism. It also rules technology, so we could be drawn to that energy as well. What are you thinking, Dina? Now, you also have Midheaven in Virgo. So the Midheaven is also ruled by the 10th house, all right? So this is also our professional destiny as well. But with it being in Virgo, you like structure, all right? Some sort of structure. Hey, Lyrics, you're a Cancer sun. Saturn in Virgo, yes. So you like structure, Lakeever. Now Saturn in Virgo, liking structure doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work, in the corporate world. Like, you can also be, Earth sign energy, especially Virgo and Capricorn in Saturn or Midheaven, can, denote entrepreneurship, especially Capricorn. Brigi, absolutely correct. Yes. Astro, okay. Natalie, a lot of people were budgeting this year, losing and earning money. Yes, exactly. That's true. And that can relate to Saturn, actually, lessons in money. That also relates to Venus, because remember, Venus rules money as well. How we make our money, how we earn our money, how we spend our money, our personal our personal management of money, which is the second house, right? But of course, money, career it's all tied in, right? So it's important. So what were some lessons that you guys learned in money this year? Because budgeting was the lesson I learned. Like the dollar store has been one of my favorite stores to go to. And we talked about this before in a live where like the dollar store is that place when you want to budget for real. And Saturn is, the planet of lessons. So, Saturn is going to teach you lessons that help you to grow and evolve and help you to become more self-sufficient and independent, because that's what Saturn wants, is for you to rely on yourself, for you to be able to go out in the world and create whatever you need on your own, right? Astro Memo. Yes, I created one. I uploaded one video. I didn't like it and I deleted it this morning. Oh, wow. Why didn't you like it, Yusuf? Ingrid, I lied. Saturn in Libra, Midheaven in Gemini. Ooh, okay. So communication could be like a career in communication is probably going to be really good for you, Ingrid. So I would say mass communication, mass media, something like that, advertising. What are you doing right now, Ingrid? Lakeeper, yes, I'm Capricorn. A lot of money lessons for me in relationships. Exactly. And see, money, how do I say this? Money in relationships can be tricky when it comes to Saturn, right? Because especially Capricorn energy, we can be very obsessed with money, obsessed with attaining relationships. But Saturn is the type of planet that wants you to completely nullify that and say, to hell with all that. Like what you need, you can acquire on your own. You can create on your own for yourself. You don't need necessarily anyone for what you want, right? But on the same flip side of that coin, Saturn can also be the energy of being like isolated and being so self-sufficient that you literally don't need anyone, so that can be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Iris, hi, watching from Lebanon. Hi, Iris, Lebanon. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. Brigi, Saturn in Virgo also happens to be my 9th house. Interesting. 9th house is ruled by Jupiter, so that's expansion, that's travel, that's higher education. Very, very educated. I wonder if you would be drawn to career and education, actually, with your Saturn in Virgo in the 9th house. Iris, you're a Capricorn woman. Yes, shout out to the Capricorns. Woo, woo. How is everyone... Now, speaking of Capricorns, because this is on topic, right? Like, we're ruled by Saturn. How is everyone feeling about those who are Capricorns in this room? How's everyone feeling about their birthdays? Now, I'm a December Capricorn, so mine's coming up soon, and how I'm feeling about it is, I've come up very far. Saturn has brought me very far in my life. But I know I have a lot further to go, I'm coming up on my 27th birthday. I know I don't look 27. All right. But how's everyone feeling about their Saturn return, aka their solar return? All right, this year. Astro and Mimo, I learned to not help people financially, just like that without a counterpart. Yes. Because remember, Saturn does not like codependency. All right? That's not Saturn's game. Saturn is about being totally dependent on yourself. All right? Sticking to your routine, sticking it through, no matter how hard it gets, because it's going to get hard. All right? You know, with Saturn. All right? You know, hardships gives you character. Hardships teaches you life lessons, you know, helps you grow, you know. Saturn's tough love, right? My Saturn is in Cancer. Ooh, so that's interesting because Saturn, with Cancer, you know, Saturn is not a very feeling planet. All right. Saturn does not care about your feelings. All right. Saturn, you know, feelings with Saturn, you know, it gets a little jumbled, you know, because sometimes feelings can mess up what you've got going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to cut off your feelings and just get the job done. That's Saturn. That can be hard for a Saturn in Cancer to do. Would you agree, Nita? Astro Memo. I deleted the video because my editing was not that good. I just purchased a course on video editing. Yes. That's funny because I'm actually thinking about doing my own course on like Adobe. Ingrid. I'm working on being a motivational speaker. See, life coach. I'm a personal trainer by trade right now, working in the medical field. That's interesting because personal trainer is still, you know, communication, you know, helping people, especially. That's interesting because Virgo does deal with health too. So that makes a lot of sense as well. All right. Hi, Pisces sun here. Saturn in Cancer. Wow. Okay. So once again, yeah. Okay, Natalie, I respect Saturn so much. I feel like Saturn's that mom coming home asking if you pull the chicken out of the fridge. That's exactly who Saturn is. That's exactly who Saturn is. And if you didn't pull the chicken out of the fridge, you better expect to be punished in some way. All right? You may not get spanked, but you may not be getting dessert that night. All right? Something like that. Because Saturn told you and you didn't listen. Lyrics. I actually did well with budgeting this year. That's good. I'm doing better towards the end of the year. And I think it's that Venus in Scorpio retrograde energy that's kind of kicking my ass right now with that. But I'm happy, you know. Good morning. Hi, Adrina. My Saturn is in Leo. Ooh, so you may be drawn to the arts. You may be drawn to a creative type of career, profession, possibly drawn to, you know, the entertainment industry, something like that. Capricorn here. Hey, hi, Tafita. Natasha, Saturn in Libra, Midheaven in Leo. Ooh, same with you, Natasha. Now, it's interesting sometimes with Libras because they can either be the types of people who like to be seen or prefer to be behind the scenes. All right. So it may, you know, but with your midheaven in Leo, there's kind of part of you that may be both. All right. As a Cap Sun Moon, Bree, I had to learn to allow some money to be spent outside of bills. And I also thought about being a teacher when I was younger. See? A lot of money lessons this year, you know, and sometimes money, you know, and mismanagement of money, not having the best money management skills can be our downfall. Any downfall that we have, Saturn is going to kind of pinpoint in our lives and say, hey, you need to fix this. All right. I'm dating a Capricorn. Oh, that's cool. Tafita, I'm December 25th and I've been through a mountain of everything this year. I'm December 27th. So, yeah, my ass is getting kicked. Me too, Lakiver. Tafita, I've learned so much about people, and this has truly been a memorable, tough year. I agree. If anything, I feel like this would be 2018 was a Saturn year, right? Like just a year of tough love and tough lessons, you know? Natasha, mine's is January. A lot of lessons this year. Divorce, cutting a lot of friends in my life, learning lessons about codependency. Exactly. Codependency is a big thing with Saturn. Hey, Nanya. Yeah, my Cappy daughter has bronchitis right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Tell her to drink tea and lemon water and orange juice. Iris, Sandra Chuling, thank you for your nice video. I'm always wondering why I'm always seeing 1111, 111, 222, 333, and more so on. What does it mean for me as a Capricorn? It means your spirit guides are around you and they want to communicate with you. By the way, I am doing live psychic readings, so for those of you who want a reading while I'm here, please do not hesitate. Remember that we are very supportive in this room. We do not judge. We support one another, all right, with our questions. All right, so don't be afraid to ask your questions. Great analogy, yes. Nita, yes, indeed, yeah. My emotions arise for me Be passionate with what I do. Exactly. Sun in Cancer, Saturn in Virgo. A lot of you are Saturn in Virgo. Saturn in Sagittarius. I'm not sure what that means. Saturn in Sagittarius likes freedom. You like exploration and adventure. You may be drawn to education as well because Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, does rule higher education. So you can be drawn to college. Saturn in Sagittarius are the type of people who may end up getting like a lot of like degrees, you know, getting the PhD, the master's degree, that kind of thing. Hey, Christine. Your Mercury's in Sag, right? Yes, Natalie. My Mercury is in Sagittarius, and my Mars is also in Sagittarius. So I have Mercury and Mars conjunct in my birth chart. Takara. Hey, Lamarr. Cap, January 3rd. OMG. This year started sucking within the last couple of months. Are we really not supposed to make concrete plans until after the retrograde on November 16th? It depends on what plans you're talking about. I would say I would wait to make concrete plans until after the retrograde if it deals with money, if it deals with love, and probably those two main things. All right? I would say self, but you know what? You need to do for self whenever, you know? That's just a given. When does Saturn leave Capricorn? Saturn's in Capricorn right now. I think it's going to be in there for a while. Yes, I'm real big on teas. Yes, teas are good. I would like a reading, please. Thank you. Yes, you can either donate to my PayPal, once again. Hey, Flip. Or you can send a super chat. And I'm not particular on how much. Typically, I say $5 to $10. But if you send more, I will go more in depth, all right, with your reading. But the less you send, you know, it'll be like just kind of quick. Bree, I think my next Saturn lesson is going to get me to be wholly independent. Yes, because that's what Saturn wants. Saturn wants you to become independent. All right, become solely reliant on yourself for everything you need. Now that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Remember, you know, Saturn does rule addiction. Saturn does rule sometimes going too far to one side, not really having balance sometimes, right? So. Adrena is being born on a cusp. Oh, dang. Is being born radiant reality, just like my comment I posted on his video. Do you guys watch him? Okay, Adrena, is being born on a cusp a thing, or is it all related to the birth chart? But I'll say, okay, so the cusp. I know some people don't believe in cusp. You know, you can't be a cusper, but I believe in cuspers. All right, I believe you can be a cusp. I believe, for example, if you say you're a December Capricorn, you were born on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn. You know, if you're an October Scorpio, you were born on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. I believe in that. I know all astrologers don't believe in that, but that's the beautiful thing about astrology. We all have our own interpretation. All right? In my opinion. All right, Nita, Venus retrograde cannot come fast enough. You mean Venus direct. All right? I think, right? Hi, V. Takara, so sorry for so many questions. I think you're awesome. Why do you think relationships are so hard for us Caps? Because Saturn rules independence, right? And sometimes I think Capricorns, sorry, it's the coffee. All right. Sometimes I think we can be too independent for our own good. I accept payments from Western Union. I don't think I do. I don't have Western Union. I don't know how that works actually. I just use PayPal and Super Chat. All right. So, but with PayPal, I think you don't have to have an account. I think you can just send money if you have like a card or something. But don't quote me. Kaylee, I'm at school, so I can't stay, but I have 14 free minutes. Oh, hey. What? Okay, wait. Are you in high school, Kaylee, or are you in college? Nita, Venus not being in retrograde cannot confess. Yes, because it's interesting. Venus goes direct in Libra. So when it goes direct in Libra, there's going to be a focus on our one-on-one relationships, our business partnerships. A lot of us are going to be looking at, you know, our business partnerships, including the partnerships that we have with people or institutions, all right, you know, corporations, what so have you, all right? So things are going to get better in November. I cannot wait till November. I'm excited. Oh, Kaylee, you're in high school. Wow, okay. Wow, you're in high school and you're watching this channel. You better work. You better work. You're ahead of the curve, Kaylee. Maybe a little bit too ahead of the curve in certain ways. But we still love you either way. All right. Brie, I believe I'm a Cap Aquarius cusp for sure. Exactly. I believe in cusps. I'm so fond and smitten by a Capricorn right now. Really? Yeah, I have one Capricorn in particular. You know, he's also a December Capricorn. Flip. Yeah, ex-birthday on October 27th. I see a little bit of Libra in her. Exactly. My date of birth is 7/21, Cancer Leo cusp. See? I believe in the cusps. So what is everyone's professional destiny? Have you found your professional destiny yet? Have you found what you're here to do, what you're here to make a career out of? Do you think you found it? Are you looking for it? What's going on with that, with everyone? Dina said she sent a payment. Oh, okay, I just got it. Thank you, Dina, for the $4. Ask your question. Dina sent $4 to my PayPal account. I'm going to post the link again for those of you who want a live super chat reading while I'm here or a live PayPal reading while I'm here. Remember, we don't judge in this room. We're very supportive. I have a Libra choker. I'm wearing it for the first time. Yes. I sent you a payment. I have a question, love. Things aren't going so good. I've just really been wanting to see you on live. What's going on, Dina? Ask your question. I want to be a teacher with little kids. Interesting. What class are you in right now, Kaylee? Brie, I think I may have found it, but it is going to require quite a bit of work. It's completely different from what I was doing before. See, Saturn wants you to do the work, right? You can't be afraid to do the work. That's what Saturn is most wants you to do, is to do the work, right? Get up, wake up every day on time, do the work, you know? Even when you don't feel like doing it. Saturn is like, do the work, and you will reap the rewards. Nita, yes, I have. Serving others, either elders or younger kids, which is also my crush, who is the Capricorn mission. I'm thinking she could be my twin flame or pastime soulmate. She could be. And that makes sense because you have Midheaven or Saturn in Virgo, right? Because Virgos like to serve others. Kaylee, math. Some people are taking tests. I am not. That's why I'm on the phone. Oh, okay. Math was actually one of my favorite subjects in high school, in college. None yet. Remember I told you I'm trying to start the I don't know how to say that word. Apothecary business? Yes. Today I received angel number confirmation. I'm on my correct path. Yes. Have you made any moves with that? Have you made any momentum with that? Because remember, Saturn rules momentum. All right. Saturn also does rule starting a business as well. So that's good. Takara, I'm tired of working for people. I have so many entrepreneurial ideas. May I ask what the difference is between twin flames and soulmates? So I still don't understand. I feel like people in the chat will better be able to understand the twin flame soulmate thing for you, Takara, because I still like, they've explained it to me more than once, and I'm still like, wait, say it again. Bria, I will keep telling Saturn, bring it on. I'm totally ready. Yes, and Saturn loves that. Saturn loves when you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. All right. I love math. Yes, math is so important, so good. And I actually cannot stand when people are like, you know, I'm not going to use math later on in life. It comes in handy. All right. Comes in handy for sure. I feel the momentum increasing daily. Yes, that's good. Because some people don't feel like twin flames make sense. Are things with me and my husband going to get any better? Things feel so hopeless, and he's been treating and talking to me like I'm okay. Be sure to like the video, guys. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Let's answer Dina's question. So Dina's question is, are things with her and her husband going to get better? Are things with Dina and her husband going to get better? Are things with Dina and her husband going to get better? Are things with Dina and her husband going to get better? Let's do one more shuffle. Are things with Dina and her husband going to get better? I love the sound of the card shuffling. It calms my soul. Okay, let's see. Here we have the Eight of Cups here in the past. So this can speak of some disappointment, some feelings of maybe disappointment with one's life. Is your husband feeling good about his life? I feel like this could be some residual energy that he's dealing with in himself, that he's bringing into the relationship. Is this making sense? The Devil card. So this can speak of addictions. This can speak of giving in to one's, negative thoughts, processes, negative behaviors. All right. Wearing a mask as well. Five of Cups. This can, it feels like this is kind of you trying to keep things together, having hope, that things will get better. It almost seems like he's kind of dragging you down into his funk that he may be in. But I see you having hope that things will get better. Holding on, not wanting to completely let go of the relationship. And there's also a bond that keeps you two together as well, You guys have been together for a while. How long have you guys been together, Dina? But I do see you wanting to be treated better. You wanting to be more appreciated. Maybe wanting more attention as well. Wanting more kind words. Maybe wanting to be taken out with the Star card as well. More often. All right? But it just seems like maybe you're doing this relationship on your own, or you're doing life on your own in this relationship. Is this making sense? Maybe the sexual chemistry is good. All right. Are you guys in like couples therapy or counseling? Because I just feel the energy of he's not the best at expressing his emotions. And I just feel like he's dragging you and the relationship down with whatever he is going through. All right. So I don't know, have you thought about couples therapy or getting outside? Thank you, Lamarr. Things have just felt so ugly and dark between us. I'm completely and utterly overwhelmed and at my wit's end. Yeah. I don't know. You may, I would look into couples therapy. I don't know why I keep getting the energy of couples therapy. I don't know how long you guys have been together. Or at the very least, maybe he needs a therapist. To be honest. I don't know. I just see therapy. Maybe therapy would be good for you, even if both of you go to therapy on your own. I have to go. It's almost lunchtime. Bye, Kaylee. Bree, twin flame is a part of your own soul. Your soul was split in two. Soulmate is another soul that you have a contract with during this lifetime. Okay. All right. I've never heard it explained like that, actually. Astro memo. I want to teach astrology. Do it. Neither twin flame nor soulmate relationships have to be romantic. Very true. How does the live reading work? I would like to pay for one. I just posted the link, so if you want a live psychic tarot reading, you can send a super chat or you can send a donation to my PayPal. All right? He is happy. He wants to have more money. Hey, Grandma Shannon. Dina, mostly our kids keep us together. We've been together for 10 years. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah. You gotta look deeper. You know, if it's just the kids keeping you together, then, you know, is there anything deeper that you know, that the foundation of the relationship can be built on, can be sustained on? Oh, wait, I just gotta. Okay, Tafita sent $15 to my PayPal. Tafita, where's Tafita? Oh, and I just got $5 from Takira. So Tafita, ask your question, and then Takira, ask your question. All right, Tafita and Takira both sent PayPal donations. Right. And for those of you who want a reading, I'm going to once again post the link for you guys. Remember, I do live psychic tarot readings. We're very supportive in this room. Dina, yes, alone completely. He brings a lot of passion to his job, but none to his personal life. No to couples therapy. He's told me to go, but I know he won't show up. Yeah. I don't know. You may be going through a period where, you may have to figure some things out, figure out, if it's time to make certain decisions, Takara, my question is, will my ex Libra come back into my life? I feel like we never had any closure at this point. Grandma Shannon, I was with my Taurus for 10 years. He passed away in September. Are you able to get messages from dead loved ones? I can. So let's answer Takara's question. And then Tafita, you ask your question, and anyone else who wants to donate a PayPal or Super Chat, you can do so, all right? And I will answer your question. But Dina, do you feel good about that? So will Takara, by the way, am I pronouncing your name correctly, Takara? Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? Yes, you are pronouncing it perfectly. Okay, good. Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? Will Takara's Libra X come back into Takara's life? We get the Five of Swords here in the past, so I'm not sure, did this relationship end on the best note, Takara? I feel like we never had any closure at this point. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like the relationship didn't end on the best note. Takara, not really. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Five of Swords denotes that. Here we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so this can be about feeling defensive, having your guard up. All right, so maybe he has his guard up. But I also feel like you could have yours up as well in some way. But the Six of Coins speaks of success. All right, so that's interesting. The Sun. So that's a good card to see. Ten of Wands. There's something about expectations. What are your expectations to Kara from him coming back? Would you want to get back together? Or Prince of Cups? And is he younger? Takira, I'm not sure, as there was a third-party situation. Yes, he's younger. Okay. And this could speak of the third-party situation, the Three of Cups. The Five of Coins speaks of a lack of... I feel like this relationship lacked some things, some key things, whether it was an emotional connection, a mental connection, or just communication, like, knowing what's going on in each other's lives. There's some sort of disconnect here, I'm sensing. Almost like you're in and out of each other's lives. Takara, very true. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like you're in and each other. It's a very transient relationship, in and out, if that makes sense. He was hiding a lot, it seemed like. Yes. So I feel like if he were to come back, it wouldn't be an energy where he stayed. Like the Tower. So I feel like if he came back, it would be a while until you heard from him again. So, but I do feel like he has the ability to come back. I do see him coming back, but for some reason I see him having like playing mind games or something like that. Does he play mind games? He seems like the type to play mind games. Do you do birth chart readings as well? Yes, Ingrid, I do birth chart readings as well. So if you want me to read your chart, really quickly as well, you can send a donation for that. But I also do personal, birth chart readings, which you can purchase on my website. And I guess I'll put the link to my website just so you guys have that too, for a personal psychic tarot reading or a personal birth chart reading. Visit my website, https://www.lamarr.townsendtarot.com. Boom. Okay. Now, do you feel good about that, Takara? Thank you so much for this reading. It gave me a lot of clarity. Okay, good. He used his own problems as a shield for his excuses and also his baby mama. Oh, wow. I'm going to send you more for another because I don't feel closure with this. Is that okay? Yes, Dina. Dina, I love him deeply, but he just doesn't show up, Lamarr, and he belittles my efforts as a mom and all I do. He resents me for not contributing money. It was a decision I had to make because he wasn't holding up his end. Okay, Tafita, what's your question? Shannon sent $5. Thank you, Shannon. Ask your question. Where's Tafita? What's her question? I'm in a third-party situation, Libra and Scorpio. I need to know who's worth my time. Taffeta. Okay. Taffeta. So, which one is worth her time, the Libra or the Scorpio? So which one is worth Taffeta's time, the Libra or the Scorpio? Yes, Shannon, ask your question and I'll answer your question after Taffeta's. So, which one is worth Taffeta's time, the Libra or the Scorpio? Which one is worth Taffeta's time, the Libra or the Scorpio? Which one is worth Taffeta's time, the Libra or the Scorpio? Which one is worth Taffeta's time, the Libra or the Scorpio? Yes, I said your name perfectly. Yes, thank you for correcting me. Had a feeling I was saying it wrong at first. Taffeta. I was saying Tafita. I don't know why, but... All right, here we have the Ten of Swords here in the past. So there's something about both of these men having something about them that you like, and it may be hard for you to choose one. All right, now when you say third-party situation, do you mean just you and these men, or is there other things going on as well? Are they in relationships? Because I get the Three of Swords here in the present position. So I feel like there's a little bit more to the story. Taffeta. I know you said that your live is slow, so you may be lagging a bit. I'm going to keep pulling cards. I get the Prince of Coins. Okay. So is one of them younger, or are they both younger? Eight of Swords. Three of Wands. The Four of Cups. So this is about feeling overwhelmed. Okay. Are the Libra or the Scorpio already in a relationship? Or because I just feel like there's something where you're not able to get their full commitment for some reason. Taffeta, I'm in a 10-year relationship with the Libra, but I feel like I need the Scorpio. Oh, see, I knew there was something. Okay. We're getting some tea. All right. So let me ask you, are you and the Libra married? Yes, Ingrid, the super chat payment went through. Thank you for the $1.99 donation. What's your question? I think the Scorpio is my twin. Oh, okay. Are you and the Libra married? Or does he want to be married? Or do you want to be married? And who's the younger one? Is the Libra the younger one, or is the Scorpio the younger one? Because one of them's younger. I feel extremely overwhelmed being with the Libra. Oh, that makes sense, because we have the Eight of Swords show up. So this can be about, feeling a disconnect in the relationship. The Scorpio is single. Oh, okay, he's single. Is the Scorpio younger? I love him. He is so good at predicting. Thank you, Sophia. You're engaged with the Libra. Oh, that's why we get the Justice card. See, we're getting some tea. We're getting some tea. Okay. So, and by the way, the Justice card to me sometimes speaks of marriage. That's why I say that. So, all right. So I get this weird energy with the Scorpio where he works best in a relationship where there's almost no chance of commitment, but the minute he's in a relationship that's committed, he starts to act different. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like right now, because you are with the Libra, obviously there's no total chance for commitment. And he likes that energy. But I feel like the moment, if you were to leave the Libra and get with the Scorpio, especially if he's younger, if the Scorpio is younger in some way, younger than you, younger than the Libra, either younger than you or younger than the Libra you're currently dating, there's something about him where he can switch like a light on and off. So I would be careful. Scorpio is younger, but not younger than me. They're both older than me. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I got the energy of if they're not younger than you, then one of them's younger than the other one. Lyrics, I enjoyed your chat, Lamarr. I look forward to seeing one of your next chats. I definitely have questions I want to ask, although I'm personally intuitive myself. Sometimes I need extra clarity. Yes, Lyric. Thank you, Ingrid, for your $14.99 donation, Ingrid, to my super chat. Go ahead and send your question. Gina, I sent another payment, just trying to come up with my questions. Thank you so much, Lamar. I hope I'm not irritating you. No, you're not. Thank you for your donation, your $3 donation, by the way, Gina. My Venus is in Sag, so I'm unsure if I even want to be married. Yeah, because Venus and Sag is like their freedom. And I do get the Hermit. That can be, your freedom, not wanting to be committed, not wanting to be tied down. But there is something about you where I feel like you do kind of want to be married, to be honest. Now, that could relate to your 7th house energy. All right. There's also something about you, Taffeta, where you want stability and security in relationships. So it's almost like if you're really not sure, you're not going to make a move. And you also don't want to make the wrong move. So I would say do what you need to do for yourself. Like put your own emotional stability in a relationship first. I see you going back and forth, teeter-tottering between these two situations, and it's like maybe it's you who doesn't want to commit or is having some sort of commitment issues. Is this relating? I almost feel like you just want to be free, like you just want your freedom. Maybe you don't want to be tied down at all right now. So I feel like you kind of have to be honest with yourself, Taffeta. All right? Is that making sense? I'm feeling, if I can be honest, feeling a little spider web energy. Like you're building a web and it's starting to get tangled a bit. So we got to untangle some stuff. All right? I think this question's perfect for this Saturn chat that we're having, right? Because, when we get tangled, when we weave webs and we get tangled, Saturn is the one that, helps us untangle those webs, and helps us learn the lessons in the process. So who is next? Do you feel good about that, Taffeta? Nita. Excellent, Lamarr. That's what I gather as we attract who we subconsciously are. Exactly. That's a Scorpio. They shy away from commitment and tend to cheat a lot before they settle down. Yes. Do you feel good about that, Taffeta? And then we're going to move on to Shannon. We're going to do hold on. We're going to do Shannon, Dina, and then Ingrid. Did Ingrid ask her question? I really do want stability. You're right. Yes. Yes, I don't want to make the wrong movie. Right. So we're going to answer Shannon's question. Which is, I'm going to have to go back up and find it. Does my Taurus, Larry, have a message for you? Okay, does Grandma Shannon's, I need counseling. Does Grandma Shannon's Taurus, Larry, have a message for Grandma Shannon? I hear healing. You need to heal. Grandma Shannon, healing. Heal your heart specifically, your heart chakra. I feel like there's a lot of energy you're holding onto in your heart chakra. All right. and it needs to be released. Is this resonating, Grandma Shannon? What message does Grandma Shannon's Taurus, Larry, have for Grandma Shannon? Yes, freedom. Exactly, to Taffeta. Freedom. Thank you so much, Lamarr. You're so welcome, Taffeta. I'm very heartbroken about his passing. Yes, Grandma Shannon. You should, I don't know if you visit his, I don't know if he has a grave site, or I don't know if you like leave flowers out for him. That's something I would do. I would leave flowers out for him. I feel like you should do something to commemorate his memory, but that also helps you to mourn, and also helps you to commemorate his passing and not see it necessarily as a bad thing, if that makes sense. Princess of Wands here in the past. So how long ago did he pass? Because there's something about you being strong for him up until the end, and I feel like at the end may have been when you cracked, like right when he passed. Is this resonating, Grandma Shannon? He sees that you're wanting to manifest a better life, September 15th, so he passed recently. He's seeing that you're wanting to manifest healing as well. But you're going to need faith. You're going to need to kind of trust the process. Trust your own inner guidance, your own intuition. Okay? When it comes to your healing. Right now, he really wants you to focus on healing. All right? Like facilitating the process of healing as well. All right? Because I don't think his passing was easy for you. And, understandingly so, right? The Ten of Cups is family. Maybe even feeling like you have to redefine what family is to you. What is family now? What does family look like now that I don't have a husband? I keep thinking he's not suffering anymore. That's good. See, that's healing. That's a good thing. I also feel like he left some things behind that he wants you to have. Coins, money. I don't know why I'm seeing coins and money. But I'm also seeing belongings. Something gold. The Magician. Interesting. Sometimes this is an ancestor card. Right. This is, a card of, the spirit, the Magician card. The 7 or the 6 of swords. The Devil card. So I feel like did he have certain habits that weren't the most healthy? Because he's saying, part of it was my fault. Christine, I'm praying for you, Shannon. Yes, Christine. Grandma Shannon, I'm trying to keep the condo we had. I feel like he's going to help you with that. But I do get the Chariot, so this speaks of travel. This speaks of movement. The 3 of Swords. So I would say maybe if you have to move, it might be for the best. Grandma Shannon, yes, he did say that. He said what? I have to say something. Bye, Nanya. Grandma Shannon, if you actually end up moving, it could be for the best. All right. So, yeah, it would be good to keep the condo. And I would say, work on that. But if it ends up, that you have to move and find somewhere else to stay, I feel like it could be a blessing in disguise. Because there may be something about actually holding on to the condo that may be stunting your healing process as well in certain ways. But that doesn't have to be the case. It depends. So I feel like the healing process for you is going to be long. Not too long. I would say a year. You're going to go through a lot within a year, 2019. All right. But I actually feel like there's something about these next few months. I feel like most of the mourning is what you're going to go through, and then the healing starts by the new year. All right, sometime by the new year, February, like is when the healing really, really starts. And I feel like you're gonna go through a lot of changes. You're gonna, right now you're thinking, one way, you're feeling like one way, but I feel like, as time goes on, you're gonna start to feel different and think different. So I would say give yourself time to heal. All right, like he really wants you to heal and be open to traveling and moving. All right. Like he may not want you to hold on to the house if it's not necessary, the condo. Maybe you could work on owning it. He said he got himself sick. You think I'm going to have to move? I don't think you're going to have to move, but I think... What am I keep getting these... Oh, my phone's about to die. On 13. I don't think you're going to have to move. I think if it turns out... Hey, Nathaniel, I think if it turns out that for some reason you can't keep the condo, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It's a blessing in disguise. So... It's basically spirit saying, hey, you don't need to stay here. We have somewhere better for you to stay. Oh, hi, Panda. Okay, so Panda wants to send a PayPal. So I'm going to post the thingy again. He owned the condo. Oh, he owned it. Okay, so, I mean, you may want to move. You may decide to move. But if he owned the condo, then you could rent that out and make money off of that. Like, he wants you to be smart. He wants you to heal, and he wants you to be smart with things. He doesn't want you to really be too sentimental, like with his belongings. Certain things I feel like he wants you to keep, but with his belongings, he doesn't want you to be too sentimental. He doesn't want you to hold on too tightly to things. That makes sense. Keep the things that remind you the most about him, but, be willing to let go of what will no longer serve you as you move forward, is what I'll say to that. And I think that's how he would want me to say that too, to Grandma Shannon. Do you feel good about that, Grandma Shannon? Can you answer my question, Sophia? Did you send a PayPal donation or a super chat? So, Dina's next, or is Ingrid next? I think Ingrid's next. So we'll answer Ingrid's question. Sophia, you can send a donation to my PayPal or send a super chat. So let's go ahead and answer Ingrid's question next. Sent again. What's my potential astrologically? Okay, so Ingrid wants a astrology birth chart reading. So Ingrid is a Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon, Libra Mercury, Venus in Scorpio, Virgo rising. What's your potential astrologically? Well, when we speak of potential, what type of potential? Potential in love, potential in career. Scorpio sun, Aquarius moon. Let's start with that. The sun rules our vitality for life. It rules our life purpose. All right. So with that being said, your life purpose, will change and evolve and grow as you learn and as you grow and evolve. Your Aquarius moon may find you at times difficult to understand for other people, and it may be hard for you to understand other people, especially when it comes to emotions. Aquarius people are not the most emotional, very logical. They're an air sign. So typically if you have an air sign moon, you're very logical, especially when it comes to your emotions. You like to think things through. You may not necessarily like to feel things, which can be, detrimental sometimes. But you have a Scorpio sun and Venus in Scorpio. So you can't hide from feelings for too long, right? Libra Mercury. So you like communication. Mercury rules communication, how we formulate our thoughts. Very flirtatious. Venus in Scorpio, very intense energy. All right. You may be going through a lot, a transformational, evolutional period at your time in this life, or at this time in your life, I mean, with Venus retrograde in Scorpio. All right. Thank you, Amanda, for sending your $5 donation to my PayPal. Now, with your Virgo rising, this tells me that you're very structured because the rising sign rules our first house. It rules how people see us. It also rules the self-image that we project out into the world. So while you feel things very deeply and there are things always bubbling up underneath the surface, you are really good at wearing a poker face. You may not always necessarily like to let people in, all right? Very selective of the people you choose to interact with and deal with. Part of your life purpose could deal with humanitarianism, just judging from what you've given me about your chart so far, especially with your Aquarius moon. You're going to, I feel, naturally be drawn towards humanitarian types of things. I don't remember exactly. I remember you saying you want to be a spokesperson or something, or a motivational speaker. So that makes a lot of sense, with that Aquarius moon. And I'm wondering if you have some conjunctions, squares, or even sextiles with your Aquarius moon. Your potential. But when it comes to your potential, I would need more clarity. What do you mean when it comes to potential? I did say I think more than I say I feel. Exactly. That was a fantastic reading you did for Shannon. Thank you, Dina. Motivational speaker. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because you have a lot of air. And it's interesting because you have a good mix of air and water. So not only are you a good speaker, but you're also able to, you're a bit of an empath. All right. And I'm trying to go back up and see where your message was, because there are so many messages. Love, career. Okay. So you're a bit of an empath, so it's really important for you to protect your energy. Once again, I would have to know what your 7th house is in, and most likely your 7th house when it comes to love. But I feel like boundaries is really important for you. And sometimes overstepping other people's boundaries. All right. And not necessarily doing it on purpose, but doing it out of a need to be devoted, to almost be possessive in certain ways with your Venus and Scorpio in love. All right. And your Scorpio sun, very, very intense, deep, passionate type of love. That you also want structure. You also want some sort of spontaneity with your Aquarius moon. You don't like boredom. You get bored very easily with your Aquarius moon. And you get bored very bored with people easily with your Aquarius moon. So you're someone who actually can be a bit of a loner and do well alone, or you may just deal with best with quirky kind of people, quirky in an eccentric way, like an unpredictable way. You may be attracted to unconventional types of people, people who have, unconventional careers or an unconventional look about themselves, something like that. You're welcome, Grandma Shannon. Ingrid, trying to have a family, but I'm having trouble infertility, single. Pisces is 7th. Yeah, okay, so that's why I was feeling boundaries energy. Pisces in the 7th house, that deals with boundaries. So boundaries is really important for you. And we're going to talk about that in a live one day. All right, actually. Because I also have 7th house in Pisces. You are reading my baby. Yes. And thank you for taking the time to help me. You're so welcome. So Panda's Lounge, are you the one that sent the $5 donation? You sound like you have a good head on your shoulders, Ingrid. Yes, she does. But it's just about finding your path, Ingrid, and really sticking to it. Because you have a lot you want to do with that Aquarius moon. And sticking to one thing can be difficult. All right? But not impossible. With that Virgo rising, remember? Libra Mercury, you may find yourself trying to get other people to do things for you, trying to coerce people to do things for you. you know, because Libras are like that. They can be very persuasive. But you're also good at networking with that Libra Mercury. So really it's about getting out there and hustling, I feel like, and just making it work for yourself and believing in yourself and your ability to get it done. Because with that Aquarius moon, you're very highly intelligent. I just want to feel connected. Yes, and that makes sense with your, you know, Aquarius moon, wanting to feel connected, but at the same time feeling disconnected, right? So do you feel good about that, Ingrid? We're going to move on to Dina next. So Dina, let me see what your question is. Oh, Takara asked, do you burn St. Michael candles for protection? I do. I also burn St. Barbara candles. My favorite are the Hand of God candles. I don't know if you guys have seen one of those. I live near a lot of Hispanic people, Spanish people. So if you know anything about Hispanic, Spanish people, they're very spiritual. They are highly into magic. So actually at the Target or the Walmart I go to, they sell like St. Michael candles. They sell, they even sell the like African Orisha candles too. So it's actually really interesting. What other candles do I like? I really like St. Michael candles. I love a Jesus candle. All right. And I love saint candles. My favorites are St. Barbara, St. Michael, who's actually an archangel, technically, and a couple others. My question is, what does my husband need from me to become happy? Where am I lacking? You're welcome, Ingrid. I love Spanish people, very lively people as well. Yes, I love Spanish people, and I'm very highly attracted to Spanish people. Okay, I attract a lot of Spanish men, and I'm highly attracted to Spanish men. So it's a win-win for me. But let's answer Dina's question. All right. She wants to know, what does she need to do in order for her husband to become happy in their relationship? How can she help her husband? What does your husband need for you to become happy? Where are you lacking? So let's answer that question. What does Dina's husband need from Dina in order to become happy in their relationship? Where is Dina lacking? What can she do to improve her and her husband's relationship? What can Dina work on within herself or outside of herself to help improve her relationship with her husband? Yes, it's a really nice question. Exactly. What can Dina do to make her husband happy in their relationship? How can Dina improve the quality of her and her husband's relationship? What can Dina do? Nathaniel says, sometimes people think about themselves in the relationship instead of the other person. Exactly. And that is the downfall of a lot of relationships, and also the catalyst for a lot of cheating in relationships as well. Side note. Let's talk about that one day. Cheating. Cheatation. All right, here we have the Queen of Cups in the past. So this definitely speaks of you, you know, being willing to do whatever you need to do, especially when it comes to emotions, to make it work. Four of Coins. So this can be needing more attention in the relationship. Maybe the relationship needing more attention in some way. Maybe, you know, this can also speak of, you know, having a lot of responsibilities and maybe the relationship being like the last responsibility. Something like that. Like, you know, by the time, you know, the end of the day comes and you guys sit on the couch, you know, it's like, you know, there's really nothing to talk about because you're too tired. You dealt with too many people. But it's like those moments where you need to take the most advantage. All right. The moments you have together. Is this making sense? Six of Wands. So this can speak about needing to let your guard down, needing to be a bit less defensive and try to understand maybe why he acts or reacts the way he does. understanding that it comes from a place of hurt and not from a place of actually trying to hurt you. All right? Hurt people, all right? Three of Swords. So this is about pain, all right? Needing to heal and let go. Needing more support. So it could be possible he needs more support in some way. Even if it's, I understand you're going through a hard time. I can see you're dealing with something difficult. If you want to talk, if you want to chat, I'm here for you. Something like that. Two of Wands here, so 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This can be about wearing a mask. I would say just try to be there more for him, and try to help in any way that you can. It feels like he feels a big burden of being the breadwinner, being the man of the house, and not really feeling like he has support. Like not feeling like he has someone to talk to or vent to. But there's also some complex in his mind where he feels like he can't complain to you because there's something complex in his mind where he feels like he doesn't want or he can't complain to you because you wouldn't understand, you're not a man. Like it feels like he's one of those types of people. You're not a man, you don't understand. Oh, no offense. Just try to be more encouraging. And I would work on, for some reason, I'm getting the need for you to work on being more independent in this relationship. Being more independent, especially financially. I would work on your financial independence. All right. Because I don't know if he gives you money or supports you totally financially. Dina, you want to feel that Spanish vibe and find spiritual magic and magical things, find a bodega. They have candles, they have herbs, bodega. Thank you for letting me know that, actually, because I need to go find some herbs. Nita, seems that to me they have both lost themselves in purpose while trying to save their relationship. Exactly. Does he have any friends out of you all's relationship? Exactly. Because it doesn't seem like he has friends outside of the relationship. It doesn't seem like he has anyone outside of the relationship. And in a way, it seems like the relationship is suffocating him and you as well. Makes me think about T.I. and Tiny in a way. Yes. You both know you maybe should let go, but it's like, there's just so many things that keep you guys together. Yes, he does, and they're woman haters. Oh, Jesus. Remember, you are the company you keep. All right? No shade. I'm talking about him, and the woman hater comment. But that's something to keep in mind in general. We are the company we keep. Now, with that being said, other people's problems and life lessons can become our life lessons as well. The company we keep, we can take on their energy and their karma. All right. So that's one of the reasons why Saturn is wants you to be independent, because Saturn rules karma. Right. So do you think that energy is coming up where your karmas are starting to affect each other? Yes, he does feel burdened financially. Exactly. The only thing holding them together is the children. Yes. So who is Amanda? Because I have Amanda sent a $5 donation. So where's Amanda? Do you feel good about that, Dina? My name is Amanda Perryman. Okay, so this is Pandas, and thank you for taking the time to help me. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, what career should I be moving towards? Not really sure what to do with my life. So what career should Amanda be moving towards? Do you feel about that? Good about that, Dina? What career should Amanda be moving towards? You say you're Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, right? What career should Amanda be moving towards? Amanda, do you draw? Or are you into the arts? What career should Amanda be moving towards? What career should Amanda be moving towards? Amanda, I'm not, but I've heard that before. Yes, I don't know why. I feel like you would be good with the arts or drawing or something like that. Because I kind of feel like this dark aesthetic, dark vibe from you, and not necessarily like dark in terms of like demons or anything like that, but just a little edgy, you know? Here we have the Prince of Coins here in the past. Okay. Which direction should she be heading in? Here we have the Nine of Wands. So this can be about overcoming a lot of burdens, a lot of obstacles with finding your path. How old are you, Amanda? This can also speak of love being an issue in the past with helping us find our purpose and things like that. You're 29. Oh, okay. So you're still young. Now, were you dealing with the relationship in the past that kind of caused you to get a bit stagnant with finding your purpose? Dina, yes, Lamarr, you're right 100%. Thank you so much. He does feel alone. Yes. I'm glad I was able to give you some clarity. Still dealing with him. Oh, okay. That's why he shows up. And he shows up next to the Nine of Wands, I want to add. Oh, he's a Virgo. Interesting, because he shows up as the Prince of Cups. Is he younger? Here we get the Three of Wands, or the Three of Coins, which speaks of building a foundation. All right, of stability for yourself. Same age. Okay. Well, you're both young. This is the Ace of Wands. So this is a manifestation of energy. It can also speak of a sexual connection, sexual energy. All right. Now this is Scorpio. Scorpio is sexual energy. All right. But Scorpio is also about getting stuff done, getting it done with that Mars energy. So maybe there's a need for you to be proactive with finding your purpose. Here we have the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So maybe there's something about communication and expression with you. Do you write? Because I just feel like you're good at storytelling. But it's the medium in which you tell stories is which I feel is the key. You can tell stories through drawing, writing, acting, media. Here we have the Queen of Cups. So this is definitely you. No, but you're good at telling stories. Exactly. In telling the biz, exactly. So I don't know why I feel like mass communication would be good for you, because mass communication deals a lot with storytelling. I don't know if you plan on going to school, but I studied mass communication in school. I studied advertising, and it actually helped me to build my business. So the path you go on doesn't necessarily end up being the path that you end up on. The path that you start on doesn't necessarily have to be the path you end up on. And I kind of feel like that's how it's going to happen for you. Like you end up going on one path and you end up diverging to a totally different path, which it will be more lucrative for you. Because I feel like it's a niche or something like that in which there's not too much competition right now. So Does that resonate with you, Amanda? Yeah, I do it. Yes, it does. Wait. Who is luminiferous aether? I'm confused, but you know what? It is what it is. So, Dina, yes, I've noticed he's taken on his friends, one in particular's energy, and yes, I think karma has a big play in what's happening. Exactly. Okay, that sounds good. Yes, I never complete. Yes, I feel good about it, Lamarr. Thank you so much for the insight and clarity. I appreciate you so much. You're so welcome. Thank you. I probably just need a voice. Exactly. By the way, if you guys want personal, private, confidential psychic tarot readings or birth chart readings, I do those as well. Remember, okay, so I'm going to give you guys the website link again because I think I'm going to get up off of here soon and I will be back tonight because I got on here really early today. I wanted to get on early because I was like, I haven't been on live in a minute. For a personal psychic tarot reading or a personal natal astrology, natal chart, birth chart reading. You're so welcome, Panda's Lounge. Yes, Grandma Shannon, I need a break. I need to eat. I am starving like Marvin in my New York voice, my New York accent. By the way, my dad's other family was born in Brooklyn, so represent New York. I understand, Dina. Just be careful not to deplete yourself in making him happy. Exactly, because if you deplete yourself, you won't have very much to give him or anyone else. Exactly. Exactly, Dina. Thank you, Nita. Nita is in here preaching. Oh, I live for Nita. So you guys feel good about that? You guys feel good about this Saturn talk? We can talk more. All right, later today, later tonight, when I come back on live for a totally different topic. All right. But until then, thank you guys for joining me on this live. And I hope you guys got some insight and clarity, all right, about your own questions and about, Saturn, life lessons, patience. And wait, we didn't talk about patience, actually. Patience is really, really important, you guys, by the way. When it comes to Saturn, Saturn rules time. And when it comes to getting what you want, you need to learn the lessons, all right? Otherwise, when you get what you want, you won't be able to appreciate it. When you get what you want with Saturn, you respect it a lot more because you've gone through the lessons, you've learned what you needed to learn, good and bad. All right, you've let go of what you needed to let go. You've gone through a lot by the time you get what you want with Saturn. All right, remember, patience is a virtue, right? So don't rush things, people. And I have to tell myself this all the time, not to rush things. And I love to rush. I'm a life path number 5. And my Mars and Mercury in Sagittarius. So, but patience is a virtue. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy this live as much as I enjoyed doing it with you guys. And we will talk later. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. And we will chat later. Okay. Thank you guys for sending your super chats and your PayPal donations. And if you want your own personal reading, remember, contact me on my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Also, if you are new to my channel, whether you're watching this live now or after the fact, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Right? I love you guys, and I'll catch you later, okay? Bye.